quite miraculous, really, through the gift and power of God. We have a lot of suggestions about how it was done. We know that they had a table like this. We know they had the golden plates covered usually, and Joseph used these the Urim and Thummim, seer stones in the hat, and it was easier for him to see the light when he'd take that position.
Where'd you find the Book of Mormon?
Spectre.
I will not burn the book.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. I'm saving the video I just recorded, and saw that it was church news time, so checked the church news, and oh, we have got devastating breaking news. This is tragic. Oh man, this is devastating. Give it back. It does not belong to you. Oh my God. So, the other month, the Community of Christ, which was Joseph Smith III's church, called the Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because he got fooled by Brigham Young, as everybody did. They put in the very first female president of their church. And I did the video on it, and people thought it was a joke. And now the church, oh God, this is devastating. Oh man. The church now is in possession. They own the Kirtland Temple and other historic buildings that belong to the Community of Christ, as well as the manuscript of the Joseph Smith translation of the Bible. And for those of you who don't know, Revelation chapter 12, Joseph Smith translation, look it up. It's in the Book of Mormon, 1 Nephi chapter 1, verses 8 through 10. Look it up. That's what I've been doing for you all this time. But, oh, this is a damning blow. The church has now acquired everything except for the temple lot. Oh, this is damaging. And so Mormons who are listening to this channel and are pissed with me and want to hate me, because that's what Jesus tells them to do. Jesus tells them to hurt people. Book of Mormon, 1 Nephi chapter 1, verse 2. Are you illiterate? Do you not understand what it means? I know there's no footnote. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints won't put a footnote there. So I did the video the other day with the big footnote for it. This is the Great and Abominable Church. And I know you're illiterate, you don't want to use science, you use your faith bubbles. You don't want people coming around with needles trying to pop them. But you do the matching game. You see 1 Nephi chapter 13 about the Great and Abominable Church, and you can carry it over into 14. And then you're supposed to match what it prophesies of the Latter-day Church, Great and Abominable Church, with every single religion. Gotta find it. Book of Mormon says it's true. Find it. Do you not believe your Book of Mormon? You're just going to assume it's out there and you're not going to care because you're in the right church, the one and only true church? How will you know? You know, Bruce R. McConkie said Catholics, and then he was forced to edit it, along with fence sitters. And so which one is it? It's the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And all of you ex-FOMOs, dear God, are you that dense? You really think that Joseph Smith started up a corrupt organization? It's all a fraud. But yeah, the Book of Mormon's talking about Brigham Young and his branch off. The church makes you dumb even after you leave. And so yeah, the Great and Abominable Church now possesses the Kirtland Temple. In the Joseph Smith translation. Brigham Young wanted nothing to do with it. Brigham Young didn't even want anything to do with the Nauvoo Temple. He burned it. Burned it to the ground as a symbol of the latter-day plot that they had for us. Oh, dear God. And if you're going, what? What symbol? How, huh? KKK? Burning crosses? Ring any bells? They're from the Confederates. What are on those strips on the Confederate flag when you put them horizontal? God. You see the same symbol with the Church of Jesus Christ. They're from the same original organization. They've made it very clear. They are the enemy. Do you not believe it? Evangelicals don't. Mormons don't. Man, this sucks. And so, if nothing happens soon, because Nelson threatened your lives to murder you way early this year, before Easter and before 8 April 2024, expect that they'll then throw that in the Joseph Smith papers. What? You don't know what the Joseph Smith papers are? It's the documents that prove the Brighamite branch off of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is a fraud, a scam, a criminal organization, a seditious conspiracy, terrorism, etc., etc. They're stealing your money. Again, pattern matches, Book of Mormon on tithing, no priestcraft. Brigham Young, or is it Joseph? Section 119, I don't see a match. So it must be Joseph. Section 132, polygamy. Oh, Book of Mormon, no polygamy, 6 times. I don't see a match. Got all these dumbasses who think they know better when you're just getting punked. So, that's the church news. Great and Abominable Church now possesses every historical site in the Kirtland Temple. Because Mormons would go to the Kirtland Temple, because we talk about it, but the church community of Christ would have their service missionaries there giving tours, and Mormons would go there and where are baptisms for the dead done? Why aren't you wearing the magic underwear? Where's the endowment rooms? So, yep, Community of Christ knows Mormons are stupid. But I can't believe they must be hurting bad for her just to give it up. They apparently are doing away with all things Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon. They're giving up the translation. They're handing it over. They were never going to hand any of that over. They had a stubborn streak. They were not giving it up. And then she takes over and then hands it over. This is what Mormons will be facing. I did the video the other day too on this. With the fall of America, the enemy will come for you. You must deny Joseph Smith, the Book of Mormon, and all things historical about the church that Joseph founded. You are the enemy to Christians, to Islam. You must give them up and deny them and believe in their Christ. Yes, Jesus. You must give up Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon to believe in Jesus Christ. Isn't that weird? Mormons can't comprehend that. And that's the sad reality, is that when Mormons are faced with death from a person who's got a gun or a knife to them, saying, deny Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon, the Mormon will be on their hands and knees, crying, wetting themselves, going, but I believe in Jesus. Jesus came to Joseph Smith. The Book of Mormon is another testament of Jesus. And then the person will say, are you illiterate? It says the learning of the Jews. And by not giving them up, you will die. Nelson purposely is setting up Mormons even beyond the brainwashing that all the prophets since Brigham have done, so that Mormons will be martyrs to the slaughters. And you will not listen to me. You don't believe. Can't happen in America. America will never fall, just like the priesthood of Brigham Young will never fall. Again. You do know Brigham Young's religion fell. Priesthood is gone. Well, it was Brigham's priesthood. He had no authority. So it was no big loss. But the church won't tell you. The church keeps telling you it's all true. It's all from Joseph Smith. So yeah, the Community of Christ are now full-on Christian. What about you, Mormons? Are you going to be full-on Christian, or are you going to still cling to Joseph Smith and the Book of Mormon? You're next. It's coming. This was prophesied. Community of Christ just gave it up. The threats didn't even come on their door yet, and they gave it up.